Hi everyone, this is Ryan Oimi, aka Massage Nerd, and today we have Pete. Welcome, Pete.
Hey Ryan, good to see you, brother.
Massage therapist. So this is the first day of the Alliance Conference. So what have you noticed so far? What have you liked about it?
Well, we have really a great group of educators. We have some very new people who have never been to one of our conferences before, and we have a great group of people who've been here for all conferences, all four of them. And I'm encouraging them the people who've been here a lot, to take somebody under their wing, become a mentor for them. Lots of people are so excited to be here.
Yep, and no matter how many years you've been in the field, you can always have a mentor.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely. And this is my third year here and stuff, and it's so nice for educators to be educated and stuff.
Yeah.
We've needed this for a long time.
Yeah. Well, and it's so hard to be a teacher all by yourself. You know, there's so many resources out there, things you may not know, or tricks that you might learn. And so this is a really great venue for that. And, right now we're having a training with Ben Benjamin, and he's talking about how conversations can go awry. And it's really great.
Whitney Lowe's keynote was just amazing and stuff.
Yes.
I mean, that's going to open up a whole new area and stuff with the technology. And where do you see the future education going? Do you see that going that route then?
Well, there's parts of education that really need to be available for the students at home, whether it's a video lecture that you might have done for years and years in the classroom, but now we've got the technology that people could actually watch some of those things over and over again to really get the information, so that when you actually go to class, they're doing the hands-on practice. In my classes, we spend 45 minutes or so doing talk and reminder and discussion, and those are things that we could actually have presented to the students through some kind of hybrid method, some kind of video, and then we'd actually have more time to practice and do demonstrations. So
that's what students crave.
Yeah. Well, and for me, like when I watch the students come through the program, the more they get to practice, the more they actually feel more confident. And when students are more confident, then they can talk to people about what they're doing, instead of the theory of learning. And lots of times, even in medical education, people are putting into those practical situations to actually do the work, to make the decisions.
What makes a great instructor?
Well, I think a great instructor is somebody who really cares passionately about their students, that the students actually come away with something that they've actually showed them or taught them, or some idea. And that usually means somebody who has the ability to communicate, ask questions, and then have some people being in discussion with them. So many times you see people who really want to be the leader and the team and not allow anyone else to do anything else. So I think good teachers really have good skills at talking. I think great massage teachers have great skills at explaining what they're doing, where their hands are, and what they're thinking about when they're doing the treatments.
And does it help to make the students think too?
Well, absolutely. I think that so many students are learning those kind of critical thinking skills in the schools that are happening now. We have this kind of gap in education where people were hand-fed a lot of stuff, or just they were told everything was good, and then when you ask them questions to apply it, they don't have no idea. But we have a lot of students who are coming out of programs now, science, technology, energy medicine, all kinds of different things, and they think about what they're doing, and they want to know why they're doing something. So it's kind of cool.
Yeah. And what kind of new things have been happening with the Alliance?
Well, the best part of the Alliance is that we've got this 4th conference underway, and that's going to allow us to kind of take a step back and really look at how we're going to build our foundation. Well, Stephanie Beck created a brand new website for us. Most of the marketing pieces that are in place for us for the Alliance. So what we're really looking at is membership development, making sure that folks who are CE providers feel like they have a lot of support. And then just within the committees, we have a Teacher Education Standards Committee that we're developing teacher training curriculum. And the core competencies, which are kind of standards for how teachers might actually be evaluated and have some qualifications in licensure. All those things are kind of leading us to that next stage of, wow, when you actually teach in a massage school, you actually have some education in how to teach adults. Then you also have your expertise in the content that you're teaching. And then you have the ability to do assessment, because you can be a great teacher, but if when you assess them, they don't do what you thought they were learning, it's a whole big deal. and that's a big issue in the industry, right? People get out of the industry and they are really very skilled. They think they're skilled, and then when they get out there, they don't get better. People are injured. They don't have recovery. So it's an interesting time.
Do you think that will help people stay in the field longer? Because that's a big problem.
Yeah.
It seems.
Yeah. Well, see, for me, I think when you have a good teacher, and you have a teacher who's been in the field for a long time, that's a great model and mentoring. And so for me, lots and lots of times, people who are students who have a good teacher, like we have a few people here who their teacher is at this conference, and they came to this conference because their teacher is here. And so we have that like that kind of upwelling of who's going to be the next grouping of teachers. Like, I'm almost 52 years old. I can teach.
Day over 51.
I can teach for another 25 years, but some of our folks who are in the audience, I don't think they're going to be teaching for 25 years because they've got other things to do, grandkids and retirement. And
trying to find that next generation.
Yeah.
Education providers and stuff. You guys also have some awards.
Yes, we have 2 great awards, the Continuing Education Provider of the Year and the Teacher of the Year, and Bon Vital and BioFree's Performance Health really sponsored our award. Elaine Stillerman is the CE Provider of the Year, and David Lauderstein is the Teacher of the Year. We've got a beautiful award for them. They get a $1,000 check. They got to come to conference for free, and we paid for their travel. So it's a great award. We're so thankful to Bon Vital for coming up with the idea. We're so thankful for BioFree's Performance Health to support that and partner with Bon Vital. It's really been a great synergy.
And it's so nice for educators to get more information and stuff. Because a lot of times, I mean, we're in the classroom all the time and we don't realize that those kind of things once we get out there.
And the other thing is that we're hoping to make an award that actually has some meaning. Like we actually have some standards where people not just are nominating themselves, but there's a kind of a process that people go through. And we might not give the award every year because we want to have it be a meaningful award. I know in some of the associations I'm in, they give an award, but was really that person the Educator of the Year or the LMT of the Year?
And some of those things just kind of seem like a popularity contest.
Well,
too,
and that's okay, but we want to, as the education arm of the field, to really acknowledge people who have high quality standards.
And then understand the whole process too was kind of rigorous. I mean, even Cherie said that she's glad she wasn't evaluating because she would have such a hard time going through all those.
Yeah, we had some great candidates, and it was very, very interesting. I don't even know who the reviewers were because we wanted to be that rigorous, so that there was a separation between who was receiving the award and who was given the award.
And where can we see the Alliance in the future then? What kind of new things that are going to be happening?
Well, we did a teacher training at the FSMTA, the Florida State Massage Therapy Association Conference. I've just talked with Ann Williams from ABMP, hoping to do some kind of presentation about the core competencies for teachers at their April conference in 2014. The Alliance is spending time this year really putting feet and wheels under our association so that we have our committees all straight and our board members work and so I think what you'll see is a lot of things that come out from our marketing group committee groups and discussion groups, and kind of getting some feedback from the industry, like what should we do about continuing education? There's a lot of CE providers who are saying it's been a really tough year. This is a renewal year in a lot of places. Yeah, we were in Atlanta and it was a slow conference. So who knows what's happening for all the folks who are out there teaching? Are the students inundated with classwork, or are they just not taking classes?
Or do you think online's kind of interfering a little bit with that because it's so much more convenient too and stuff?
Well, I think there's a value for people to have some kind of video or some kind of correspondence, and massage is a hands-on work, so it would be helpful for a lot of people to actually attend classes that actually have some value. Sometimes you and I see these classes and they look like advertisements. When that happens, for me at least, I have a tendency to see who that person was and kind of go some other place.
And do you think you'll ever do like even ratings, like Amazon with the stars, and people could leave?
Yeah. Well, I know that the National Certification Board has been kind of talking about that a little bit, a rating system or a Yelp for massage education. I would hope that would be something, and I'm kind of biased. I'm a CE provider, so I don't know if I would be the best person to play a role in that. But I think that there needs to be some way for people to determine, oh yeah, look, this is a training that's a fair chunk of time, 10, 20, 15 hours, and people to know more about that instead of, oh, well, I'll just take my continuing education 3 hours at a time. Yeah.
So what kind of things are going on at this conference?
So we have a couple of keynote speakers. Janet Kahn is here. Janet Kahn is involved very much with the Affordable Care Act and giving some committees for the Obama administration. And the other thing that we're having right now, Benjamin is here. He's speaking about communication styles. Whitney Lowe taught a great class, and then we have some breakouts over Friday and Saturday.
Yes.
Everything from creating a great webinar to ethics in the classroom. I think the NCB-TMB is going to have a class and an informational session about what they're doing with their board certification and continuing education information. So we're conference committee really trying to create a program where you could get all kinds of broader perspective on some of the things that are going on in the industry.
So everybody's brains here are going to be full.
Yes. It looks to me like some brains are starting to be full today, and it's just 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
2:30. Yeah.
And what's the best way for people to get a hold of you?
Yeah. So the alliance is afmte.org. We have an 800 number. We have contact us on the website. We have levels for teachers, $100 for a gold teacher, CE providers, $150 for a gold CE provider, and our gold school members, they actually, all of their faculty qualify for a membership. We give them, for their $500, all of their faculty members get an associate membership. So like at my school, I have 20 teachers. We make it available if you want to be a member of the association and you want to have an associate membership. Call up the alliance and use this discount. So it's really wanting to support teachers. We want to support the schools, and I think the biggest issue right now is around what is continuing education and how can we help people figure out what's good continuing education, what's kind of mediocre continuing education, and how can we improve that? Mostly it's just because people are getting the feedback about how to improve.
Thank you very much, Pete.
Thank you.
Keep up the awesome work.
All right. Thank you, Ryan. It's great to see you here.
Thanks, everyone.